All right, welcome back, you guys. Welcome to another YouTube video. Today, I want to talk about the 5 most important lessons trading has taught me from being a full-time day trader. So I'm not going to do no intro, no nothing. We're just going to jump right into it. Starting off with lesson 1, I want to talk about, I started looking at things from a different point of view. And you might ask, well, how did I do that? How did trading teach me that? Well, okay, you lose. You're in a bad situation, right? You lost. The money's already out of your account, right? So what I used to do was I used to crash the fuck out and blow up, and I wasn't looking at it from a different perspective or a different point of view, right? When I should have been looking at it like, okay, I can learn from this. I did A, B, and C correct, but I did D, E, and F wrong. Okay, so how can I fix D, E, and F, right? If you're in a bad situation in real life, okay, something happens. Let's say you get in a car accident. Why are you going to crash the fuck out if the accident already happened, right? Crashing the fuck out isn't going to do anything good. So what can you do? Assess the situation, see what you can do to fix the situation, right? In trading, it would be learning from your losses, maybe some technical analysis, and in fucking the real world, getting in a car accident, it would be, okay, let's call a tow truck, let's figure this shit out, let's gather all the parts, so on and so forth, right? So that taught me in the real world to look at shit from a different point of view. When you're in a fucked up situation, look at the bright side of things, right? Literally look at the bright side of things. And this is something my mom used to tell me when I was a fucking kid. And I would be like, yeah, fucking right. Get the fuck out of here. No, this is like real shit. Like, this can genuinely make every situation better in life and rewire your brain for literally the positive, right? For the better, it can rewire your brain. And so now every negative situation I'm in, yeah, okay, there's a negative portion to it, but I try to only focus on the positive and see what I can do to fix it. Like I said, if you lose, that money is already out of your account. So what the fuck is bitching and blowing the fuck up over it gonna help? It's gonna help absolutely nothing. So try to look at it from a different point of view, from a different perspective, and be like, okay, yeah, I did these things correctly, but I also did this shit incorrectly. How can I fix these incorrect things to combine them with the things I did correctly, right? So that is probably the most, I wouldn't say most important, but the number one lesson trading has taught me that I take away on a day-to-day basis in my everyday life. Okay, so moving on over to number 2, and that's just gonna be, don't give a fuck what other people think about you, right? When you take the risk, when you take the entrepreneur route, when you take the self-employed route, there's going to be people that judge you, right? And I used to be very what's the word? Like, I didn't like other people judging me. I always wanted to be on the good side of things, you know. I don't know what the word is, but I used to not like being judged by people and used to care about what their opinions are. No, bro. What I've learned is just fuck that. It's your life. Do what the fuck you want to be happy, because even on the days I lose, I'm so thankful I took this route, because this is something I enjoy every single day, and this is my fucking passion. Whether you're day trading, drop shipping, whatever, taking the fucking risk in whatever way, right? Opening up your own business. Who gives a fuck what other people think? Why are you going to care about what other people think when you don't even want their lives in the first place? Okay? And the people above you are never going to talk down on you. I promise. There's only the people that are under you that are going to talk shit about you. So fuck them. Fuck them all. Who gives a fuck about them? You're on your own route. You're taking the risk. And you're trying to better your life when they're still stuck in square fucking one. So fuck them. I used to be someone who deeply cared about what other people think or what other people thought about me, right? I used to care about that. Dude, you can tell me I'm the biggest cornball. You can tell me I'm the biggest retard for doing whatever I'm doing, for doing social media, for doing YouTube, for going out and taking the risk in day trading, for moving across the country. You can say whatever the fuck you want, and I'll just laugh at you, because internally I've never been happier. Okay? It's all about you, and it's your fucking life. It's your journey. Worry about yourself. Focus on your own path. Don't talk down on other people, okay? Try to stay as positive as possible. And do what you have to do to succeed on a day-to-day basis. That's literally all it is to it. And if you can do that, I promise you, internally, you will be so fucking happy. Whether you're winning or losing on the fucking charts, whether your business is making money or not, you will be so fucking happy if you can do that on a day-to-day basis. I truly promise you that. Okay? So stop giving a fuck about what other people think and focus on yourself and your own path. Because in 10 years from now, those people are still going to be at square one when you're running a multi-million dollar fucking business. I promise you. Especially if you stay on the track. Don't give a fuck what they think. Now, if someone above you that you look up to is giving you advice and hard criticizing you, like I said, look at it from a different perspective and see really what they're trying to say, right? Don't take it to heart. Don't take it emotionally. Try to understand where they're coming from, right? Because they're above you, right? You want that life that they have, so listen to them. You don't want to listen to the people that you don't want the life from, okay? I hope that makes sense. I really hope it does. Because I used to be someone, like I said, that cared a lot. And now I can give a fuck, bro. You can call me whatever names you want. I'm just going to sit here and laugh and do a fucking money spread on you. That little rant I just went on just got me a little amped up. I had to pause the video. But anyways, moving on to lesson number 3 is perfection takes time, right? It's not going to happen overnight. When I first started trading, I thought I was going to be a fucking millionaire within a week. I thought I was going to have $100,000 a trade, this and that. No. What ended up happening? I didn't even see a fucking dollar, a penny of profit for the first 6 fucking months. Okay? And it wasn't to the point I realized that, okay, I need patience and I need discipline, and this shit does take time. It's not going to happen overnight. I'm not going to learn everything overnight, nor is it going to make sense overnight, or in a week, or in a month, or in fucking 5 months. No. One day it'll click, but it's probably not going to happen fast, right? The technical analysis part of trading is honestly pretty easy. It's more so your fucking thoughts. And I know a lot of people say that, but it's super fucking true. So I understood the technical analysis part, and obviously not 100%. I would say about 80%. And that could have got me a lot farther than I was going, but I didn't have the right psychological aspect. I just wanted it right then and right there. And I didn't understand that, okay, in order for me to be perfect, I need to fail over and over and over again. I was so caught up on just winning right then and there. I wasn't really trying to learn from my losses, I guess you can say, going back to point 1, right? I wasn't looking at it from a different fucking perspective. I just wanted it right then and right there. And if I wouldn't known that it's not going to happen overnight and that rushing it is just going to bring me back to square fucking zero every single time, I would have never have done that shit. But I learned the hard way. I was trying to rush it over and over and over again. And every single time I'd go back to square zero. And I, for some reason, didn't fucking learn. I was still trying to full pour all the evals. I was still trying to rush all the fucking process. I set up this and that. And ultimately, where did it get me? Well, like I said, back at square fucking zero. So perfection takes time. No matter how long it takes, eventually you guys will get it. If I can fucking do it, you guys can do it. I promise you. I was a fucking idiot. I still am an idiot. Like, bro, I'm just your average Joe Schmo that just happened to take the risk and happened to go all in on something. I'm sure your Joe Schmo ass can do the exact same thing. There was nothing special about me. It just took patience, it took discipline, and it took fucking time. That's all it took. Okay? There's nothing different about me that says I can do it and you can't. And I'm not even trying to be like motivational on any sort of like aspect right now. That is just the straight fucking truth. I was your average idiot in high school that barely even went to school, that hated school, wanted to get out of it. I didn't even know what fucking day trading was 2 years ago. I knew what options trading was. I didn't even know what day trading was. And I went all in, and here I am now. But it took time. It took time. And it took a lot of time. It took about fucking 7 months to even make my first penny back. And on top of that, I still learn on a day-to-day basis. I still learn technical analysis shit, whether like, okay, like if we don't have any unfilled gaps here, we can look for equilibrium in the range, right? If we want to sweep out LR before reversing, right? There's certain shit I still learn on a day-to-day basis that I incorporate on an everyday trading plan. So it's not going to happen overnight, okay? It probably won't even happen within the first 6 months for most of you. And for some of you, it probably won't even happen within the first year. But if you stick to it 110% every single day, day in, day out, and you're patient, and you're disciplined, and you can do all these things to fucking make you a great trader, it will pay off in the end. And I truly, truly believe that. Okay? Moving on to point number 4. And that is going to be learning that less is more in trading. And again, it kind of goes back to like the perfection in time thing. I didn't understand this. I thought the more time I was in the markets, the more money I was going to make, so on and so forth. When it's actually the complete opposite. When you're first starting, yes, you want to get as much live market experience as possible, but do that while you're paper trading. Forward test while you're paper trading. Don't do it when you actually have the funded or the fucking live account, right? When you have the funded and you have the live account, the less amount of time you're in the fucking markets, the more money you're actually going to make, believe it or not. Because if you win those first 2 trades and you decide to take 3 more, chances are you're probably going to lose those next 3. The market is made for you to lose. It's made to take your bread. And it's essentially the big banks versus you, okay? And what you want to do is you want to make it you and the big banks versus these other idiots, okay? You want to trade with the banks and not against them. And how do you do that? Well, just take your piece of the fucking pie and get the hell out the market. Wait for your A+ setup to present itself and leave. Don't fucking lose and then just enter again and hope to God you fucking win. Because why? Then you're in the market more times, and there's more chances for you to lose. It's more likely for you to lose the more time you're in the fucking market, right? So I didn't even learn this. Like, I learned this just recently, like I would maybe say a month and a half, 2 months ago, that less is more, right? When I became profitable is when I learned this. When I was unprofitable, I just thought, okay, yeah, the more time I'm in the markets, the more profitable I'm going to be. Now, if you're going back and back testing, that's a little different, right? But I definitely recommend forward testing. Spend as much time as you can in the live markets forward testing, and spend as little as time as you can in the markets actually in a fucking trade, right? That your setup presents itself. Yeah, go ahead and enter, but make sure it's within your trading hours, right? You don't want to be trading fucking Asia session, London session, and New York fucking AM. No, you just want to be trading your session, whether it's Asia, London, or New York AM, not and, or, right? Whatever best fits your schedule, whatever best fits your trading plan, make sure you do that, but keep it to a fucking minimum. However, I will have to say this. When you are backtesting and when you are forward testing, yes, it is very good to be in the live markets. But when you're in actual trades, take as least amount of trades as possible. You shouldn't even want to be trading in the fucking first place. And that is something I actually just came across within the past, like, also month or two. I don't even like waking up in the morning and fucking jumping on the charts. When I used to just jump out of bed and be like, oh my God, I can't wait to fucking jump into 25 trades today. Now it's like, bro, I ain't even looking for a fucking setup unless A, B, C, D, and E fucking happens. Okay? So less will always be more in this specific, like, career, I guess you guys can say. So the fifth and final lesson that trading has taught me was literally just to keep everything simple. Whether it's in life or just in trading, just keep it as simple as possible, right? There's no point to fucking overwhelm yourself because you're just going to stretch yourself out at the end of the day. For example, for trading, you don't need to fucking learn what a rejection block is if you just trade fair value gap inversions. Why would you learn that and overwhelm yourself with knowledge that you aren't even going to fucking use if you don't even trade that, right? Figure out your trading plan. Figure out what you need to know for that trading plan and master those 4 to fucking 6 things that you need to know. You don't need to know every fucking ICT concept for you to be a profitable trader. You just need to know literally what you need to know, right? So figure out what you need to know, whatever strategy you trade, and keep it as simple as possible. When people pop up on your For You page and you see them explaining their strategy and it's not making sense to you, but you're still trying to learn what they're... Stop. Just scroll past that because it's just going to confuse you later on. For example, I learned inversions. I go on TikTok and I see Pal talking about his fucking rejection block strategy, top ticking and bottom ticking. I scroll right past that shit. Because I know if I try to even attempt to understand it, it is just going to confuse me and it's going to fuck up the way I trade. I know what I have is a proven system that fucking works. So why would I try to change it, right? Keep it as simple as possible. And that is literally it. Stop making it hard on yourself. Trading is already confusing, okay? Life is already hard. So keep everything as simple as possible, whether it's in trading or life, okay? That is the last piece of advice I have to give to you guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it helped you guys, okay? Leave a like, comment, sub, all that good stuff. I'm out of here.